Hello.
Hi.
How's it going? We're back.
We're back again.
So last time we talked to you guys about the importance of self-care, and we want to piggyback on that a little bit and say that that's something that you need to schedule into your day every single day. Treat it like an important meeting. All of your self-care, all those things, all of the things need to be scheduled into your day at some point because you wouldn't miss an important meeting. So you shouldn't miss that 30 to 40 minutes that you're taking for yourself to do all the things because it's important to make time for yourself. And then with that, you also need to find a time in your day, each day, where you can work this business. And we were talking about it before, and we kind of realized, it's really hard to set a specific time each day because our days are so different, especially depending on where your kids are at. If you have kids or your work schedules, and this kid has this basketball game here and this. You have all these things going on in your life. So it's most likely reality for our working mamas. It's not going to be a specific time each day because it might not work. Now, for me, I really do have a specific time each day because my kids aren't old enough to be in sports, and I have a really set schedule. So I know exactly when I'm going to work it. On the weekends, it's a little more flexible. But the important thing is to kind of focus on, okay, how much time in a week am I going to spend working this business? And that might depend on your goals. So just think about maybe Monday you were only able to work it for like a half hour. That's all the time you had. So then one day later in the week you really need to bust your ass and do more. So like I said, for me, I strictly plan it. I say an hour because we call them power hours. So I say an hour. It normally turns into more like 2.5 because of course I'm taking a half hour to plan that perfect post.
That shit's hard sometimes.
Yeah, and I just type way too much, and I don't know. And then you're checking in with all your people, and sometimes those conversations are just so good you don't want to stop and wait until the next day, so then you just keep talking. And that's awesome and wonderful. So just understand that we're not asking you to have a rock hard, I have to start at this time and I have to end at this time, you're clocking in and clocking out of work. That's not what this is. And it's not supposed to seem tedious.
It's supposed to still be fun.
It is supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
You get to make new friends. You get to have conversations with people.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely, and like she said, the power hour is what it used to be called all the time. But it's sometimes hard to actually sit down and focus on an hour. If you can, better yet, set a timer for yourself and do, for 10 minutes, add new friends or new followers, then for 20 minutes, go and create conversations, and then follow-ups, which we have a form, paper, I don't know, graphic, whatever you want to call it, that has suggestions on what to do every single day. That we would love to see you all doing, because those are things that are going to help move your business forward. And it's by doing really those. Pretty. It is really pretty. You guys, I need to post the updated one. So, but yeah, it's there for you. It's a checklist. You can go through it every single day, and it kind of takes the guesswork out for you. If you don't fill it out to its fullest every day, don't beat yourself up, but also take that and look at that and know that maybe, let's say, the conversations, maybe you only have a few people on there every day. Why? Is it because you don't know what to say, or just because you're not doing it? But either way, those may be something that you need to reach out and ask for more help. And that's what we're here for. So if ever there's areas on that you're I'm not sure what I'm doing, ask, because we're here to help show you the way, but you have to actually do it. So
there's kind of there's those 4 things that you really need to be doing. And so to break down each one a little bit more so that you guys understand. Because sometimes I think, honestly, the hardest one, is the adding the friends thing. And so it's not just okay, how Facebook has the friend suggestions or suggest friends. Okay, well, here's my thing about that. Facebook suggests friends based on the things that you're posting and sharing. Do you want to know who the people are that are in my friend suggestions? They are either friends of mine that are being coached by other friends of mine, or they are other MLMs that are trying to sell me other fitness products like I can't even think of what all the other things are called. And they're just trying to, they think that I would be interested in them because they're working for other health and fitness businesses and things like that. So focus more on like the things that you're interested in. I personally think it's easier to add friends on Instagram because I go to my hashtags or the hashtags that I hashtag all the time, or the things that I find interesting on there, because like with Facebook, it's more groups and things like that. And I'm not really in a lot of groups on Facebook, but I follow a lot of different things on Instagram. So for me, it's going to those different hashtags, finding people. Sometimes like I'm in a lot of boutiques. I like clothes. And so if I've commented on stuff or I've had other people comment on my things, then I'm like, hey, you know, we talked a little bit. So it's not just going to be some completely random person adding me. And it's like, oh, this person just adding me to try and sell me something. So I try to make sure it's somebody that's at least at some point seen that I'm interested in something. But like I said, that's my suggestion there, is to not just like go into your Facebook and be like, add.
Which, and we can go more into that in our social media day too, on like how to find people like you. But yeah, otherwise, the vital behaviors every single day, like that's what you're doing in your power hour. So the inviting, recognition. So you're shouting out your challengers, or shouting yourself out, or shouting out other people within the company, other people doing the programs that you're doing. Like that's why there's so many, why can't I think of words today? Transformation stories. That's why there's so many transformation stories out there. Share them, you know, like a lot of times, like ask them first, you know, make sure they don't mind, or ask other people on the team, like shout them out and give them some recognition. And then personal development, which we already talked about. And what am I forgetting right now? Oh, proof the product works. So these are all things that you're doing, scheduling into your day. And then the power hour is actually tackling the behind the scenes, reaching out to all these people from doing all of those things.
Right. So, and should we go?
I know, I go ahead and like, do we leave that at that?
I was thinking.
Let's leave this at that, maybe. So we're basically, make sure you schedule it every single day, wherever that looks for you. But today, we want you to message us and tell us how much time each week you are planning to devote to building your business. This doesn't necessarily have to include your workout, because, I mean, if it is, that's fine, but tell us that includes your workout. But each week that you plan to actually sit down, focus in on what you're doing, and making it a business for you. So, okay. Bye, guys. We could talk all night, so we're going to stop there.